When Daniel first met Claire, it wasn't dramatic. No sparks, no music, no perfect timing. It happened quietly, the way real things usually do. She was sitting alone in a hospital waiting room, staring at the floor like she was afraid to look up. Daniel sat beside her without asking. They didn't speak for a long time. That silence became familiar. Claire was gentle, in ways people don't notice immediately. She listened more than she talked. Daniel, who had grown up in a loud household where emotions were buried under rules and expectations, felt seen without being questioned. They fell in love slowly, carefully, like two people who knew how easily things could break. Daniel's family, though, had always planned his life before he ever lived it. His mother believed love should be practical. His father believed feelings were weaknesses. His older sister believed control was protection. When Daniel told them about Claire, their smiles were polite, but their eyes were already measuring her worth. "She seems nice," his mother said. "But is she stable?" Daniel defended Claire without realizing he was already on trial. The pressure came quietly at first. Small comments. Doubts disguised as concern. His family didn't tell him to leave Claire. They didn't have to. They planted questions instead. Claire felt it too. Invitations stopped. Conversations shifted when she entered rooms. She began apologizing for things she hadn't done. Daniel promised her it would pass. He believed his family loved him too much to hurt him. That belief would cost him everything. What Daniel never knew was that conversations were happening without him. His mother called Claire one afternoon while Daniel was at work. Her voice was calm, warm. Almost kind. She told Claire that Daniel was overwhelmed, that he wasn't ready for commitment, that staying with him would only delay her life. "She deserves better," his mother said, as if speaking for him. Claire cried after that call. She didn't tell Daniel. She didn't want to create distance between him and his family. She had grown up learning that love meant endurance. More calls followed. More pressure. His sister warned her that Daniel would never choose her over family. His father questioned her background, her future, her usefulness. They framed it as honesty. Daniel noticed Claire pulling away but blamed stress, timing, life. Every time he asked, she smiled and said she was fine. She believed leaving quietly would hurt less than fighting a battle she was never invited into. One evening, she didn't come home. No argument, no goodbye speech. Just a note that said she loved him but couldn't keep hurting everyone by staying. Daniel begged. He searched. He called his family, who comforted him with practiced sympathy. They told him she was confused, weak, not right for him. Months passed. Then, years. Daniel married someone his family approved of. The marriage worked on paper. It failed everywhere else. He became quieter, older, hollow. He thought heartbreak faded with time. It doesn't. The truth came from his mother's hospital bed. She was dying, and death loosens secrets the way nothing else can. One night, barely conscious, she whispered Claire's name. Daniel froze. His sister broke down first. She told him everything. The calls, the manipulation, the lies. How they had decided for him because they believed they knew better. Daniel didn't yell. He didn't cry. He just sat there, realizing his life had been shaped by hands he trusted blindly. He found Claire years later through a mutual friend. She had a family now, a life built on resilience. She listened as Daniel apologized for something he never chose. She forgave him. That hurt more than anger would have. They hugged once. Briefly. Respectfully. Two people acknowledging a love that existed in another lifetime. Daniel went home alone that night. Some betrayals don't destroy you immediately. They wait. They settle into memory. They change the way you trust, the way you love, the way you listen to silence. Daniel never blamed his family again. He simply stopped letting them decide who he was allowed to love.